After our amazing time in Michigan, we headed into Indiana. First stop was South Bend, Indiana, home to the University of Notre Dame. University of Notre Dame is a really pretty campus. Lots of lush green trees, historic buildings. Lots of history at that university. We spent some time walking around in the light rain. I think it would be so fun to go to a college football game at the University of Notre Dame, cheer on the Fightin' Irish. It was a fun place to visit. But then we had to drive over another great big bridge and head into the city of Chicago. I was super excited. I had never been to Chicago before, and we were headed downtown. Look at the skyline and the way the buildings touch the clouds. First thing we saw was the Buckingham Fountain. Then the Chicago River. It reminded me of the movie The Fugitive. And then the famous Bean. So fun to take so many pictures there, see the skyline reflected in the Bean, have the crowds all around taking pictures. Super fun. Saw the building of the famous Chicago Tribune, and spent just a little bit of time at the Chicago Art Institute. By the afternoon, we were tired, so we took a pedicab ride over to the Navy Pier. I wish I had video of that. I was laughing so hard from that fun ride. And then we got to spend some time at Lake Michigan. There's Eric at the end of the Navy Pier, and looking back at the skyline of Chicago. Soon it was time to end our day in Chicago, but we were tired, and so we decided to take a water taxi back to the car. Had a great day in Chicago downtown. We loved it. Headed to Elkhart, Indiana to stay for a few days. Elkhart, as you know, is home of the RV industry in the United States. We drove by Thor Industry, where the RV was made. We also drove by Skyline RV. Skyline made the travel trailer that we had for 10 years. And Forest River is the name brand of the travel trailer that Steven has now. Soon we were at the RV Hall of Fame and Museum. Elkhart has all of these elks decorated all over town, and I thought it was super funny that this one was decorated like an RV. Lots of RVs inside the museum. We did see a 1964 RV made the same year as me, and it had an 8-track tape player in it. This one was a Mustang. Lots of cab overs, lots of Winnebagos. Super fun to see the old RVs. This one was owned by Mae West. We got to look at her bathroom. Thought that was kind of funny that the fly swatter was right by the toilet. This travel trailer was 42 feet long. Reminded me of the Lucy movie of the long, long trailer. I can't imagine driving on the highway with 42 feet towing behind you. And this truck camper reminded me of the one that Grandma and Grandpa had when I was a kid. I think they had a Holiday Rambler. I don't remember. There's one of the original Shasta trailers. This table setting reminded me of Audrey. Shout out to Audrey, who always has classic design. And there's Eric climbing in the Winnebago. Soon we went over to Illinois and we stayed at the state park along Lake Michigan. Spent a lot of time riding our bikes there. I did have to stick my pedicured toes into Lake Michigan since they had also stepped into Lake Huron. We spent a lot of time riding our bikes, like I said, along the beach, through the woods. Lots of trails. We saw deer eating these berries. Didn't get a picture of her. She ran away so fast. I hadn't seen cattails since I was a little kid, so I had to film those, of course. We rode our e-bikes today from Illinois to Wisconsin. But I gotta tell you, it looks just like Illinois. Back at the campground, we ended the evening up at Lake Michigan, where it got a little windy and the waves got a little wild. We had a good time in the I-States, Indiana and Illinois.